Hi everybody, my name's Emily, host of the Fuel Your Freedom podcast. In the health and fitness space, there can be so many rules, recommendations, and oftentimes restrictions. On this show, we talk all things freedom. Whether you've been training for years or are looking to take the first steps in your health and fitness journey, this show will fuel your body, mind, and soul to break free from what you've heard in the past and find your version of health and fitness, the one that works for you. Now let's fuel our freedom. Hey everybody, it's Emily. Welcome to the official announcement episode of the Fuel Your Freedom podcast. Now, we're not going to take very long today. I'm just going to chat a little bit about what is to come and leave some suggestions of what you guys want to see and where you can find more, where you can find when the episode drops. So, the Fuel Your Freedom podcast, we're going to get into what that truly means. If you haven't read any of the captions, we'll talk about it all in that first episode. So that's what's on deck for episode 1. And then moving forward, it's whatever you guys want to see. What are you struggling with in your health and fitness journey? What is going to help you fuel your next steps to finding freedom, to finding fitness and health and nutrition and your lifestyle, building that how it works for you, not how it looks in a textbook or maybe what you've heard in the past. But we're going to break down some of those myths, maybe some of those misconceptions, all of those things. We are going to fight all of it. We are going to find what works for us, what works for you specifically, and move you one step forward in your health and fitness journey. Now, this episode, like I said, will be short, but all of the episodes, I want you guys to take away actionable items. So listen to the podcast, feel motivated, feel empowered, feel inspired, whatever adjective you choose to feel in that moment. But the biggest thing is you have to take action. You have to take that step forward and put it into play in your life if it's going to work for you. So, action step from this episode, you're not getting away with it even on this first introduction. Go on to your social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, and go ahead and if you want and hit that follow button. Find me at my coach page on Coach Emily Meyer. I share daily, mostly daily tips, tricks on all things fitness, nutrition, different recipes, mindset, recovery, all topics there. You'll see those more frequently than you'll see these episodes of the podcast. And you can also follow the podcast at Fuel Your Freedom Podcast on Instagram as well. If you don't have Instagram, Coach Emily Meyer is also on Facebook, and I'll share the podcast posts on there as well. So that's kind of your one-stop shop on Facebook. So your action tip for today, if you aren't already, go ahead and click that follow button, and so that you can be notified for the first episode when that launches. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the first episode. Bye. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Fuel Your Freedom. Remember, this show is all about action. Now it's time to take what you've learned and implement it into your health and fitness journey, or even just your life. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen to podcasts. If you want more, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms at Coach Emily Meyer and the podcast on Instagram at Fuel Your Freedom Podcast. Thanks for listening, and I'll chat with you next time.